meal before you went grocery shopping, or masturbating before you go to a strip club, or having diarrhea before you go to Taco Bell. Right? People are pretty big on SEC football down here, and they'll be like, "Oh, SEC football's the best, and I love SEC football, and SEC football is better than the NFL." And it's almost like, yeah, SEC football is not better than the NFL, because people who play SEC football hope to one day play in the NFL, right? They kind of be like, "I love having sex, but I hate coming. I hate the end. I like the middle part where you just pump and pump and pump. Who likes to take a nap? Not me." I wish I could speak Chinese, and not for like a crazy reason so I'd be smarter or so I know more shit. Just so when I get a haircut, I could talk to the lady. I went to get a haircut the other day, and she was like, "How you want your haircut?" And I was like, "Awesome. Well, I'd like a number 2 on the sides. Take a little off the top and leave it longer in the front and then in the back." But if you didn't know, in Chinese that means, "Oh, sure, lady, do whatever the fuck you want." Speaking of hair, I can't grow a mustache, which doesn't seem like a big issue to most people, but in my family it is, because a lot of people in my family can grow mustaches. Like, my dad's got a killer mustache. My brother can grow an awesome mustache. My mom's got an awesome mustache. My sister's got an awesome mustache, you know? Comedians are supposed to be able to do impersonations, and I can't do one of like a famous figure in history or like a celebrity at all, but I can do one of a famous character. And I generally do this like via text, not via text message, via prank phone call. And it goes like this. Like, I'll call an elementary school, and it sounds like this. Bring. "Thank you for calling Lincoln Elementary. This is Cindy speaking. How may I help you?" "Hey, everybody." "Well, hello, sir. How are you?" "Say, Cindy, I got one of your kids with me. His name is Steven. He's all slimy and slippery, right, Cindy?" "I'm sorry, sir. I don't really get what's going on here." "I said, Cindy, you stupid bitch, I'm going to use and abuse him. I'm going to take him into my basement, if you know what I mean." If you're going to use and abuse a kid, I'm going to have to call the authorities." "Sometimes when you touch, the honesty is too much." And then the cops show up at my house, and we all have a good laugh. I've been watching the show I Shouldn't Be Alive a lot lately. Has anybody ever seen that show? All right, that guy back there. Basically, the show I Shouldn't Be Alive it's on Animal Planet, and the idea is that, you know, people go in these crazy fucking places that they have no business being, like the Mojave Desert or like the middle of the Grand Canyon. And one guy got, you know, lost in the Amazon jungle, and then somehow he survived like 23 days later, right? And then I was thinking, you know, what would I do if I was in Antarctica, right? In the middle of Antarctica, no one's around me for miles. Well, how would I get out, you know? And I figured it out. I would go and pull out my cell phone, right? And I would start texting other girls, and my girlfriend would find me immediately. We watched an episode last night, and it took place on Mount Everest, which was a little weird. And like, basically what had happened is this group of friends climbed Mount Everest with some Sherpas. They get to the top, and due to lack of oxygen, one of the dudes actually like passes out, goes into a mini coma. So he's in this mini coma, and they're like, "Well, fuck it, he's dead. We're not bringing him down the mountain. We're just gonna take his personal belongings and shit, and, you know, bring him back to his family." So that's what they do. They take his oxygen mask, they take his gloves and shit, and then go down the mountain. Well, the next day, a group of climbers climbing the mountain stumble across this guy. Well, in the meanwhile, at base camp, they call his wife and they go, "You know, hey lady, your husband, he's dead." And it gets pretty intense in the episode. And then right at that time, they call down to base camp and they say, "Hey, we found this guy, blah, 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 blah." Long story short, they bring the guy down, he survives. And then I was thinking, you know, can you imagine making that call to that lady and being like, "You know, hey lady, your husband, he's fucking dead," right? And I was thinking, if that was a job, you know, telling people that their loved ones were dead, I'd be pretty awesome at it. Like, I would rule at that job. I would have walked into that lady's work the next day and I would have been like, excuse me, everybody, can we gather around? Can we gather around? Give me your attention, please. Attention, please. All right, everybody who is married, please put your hands up. Put your hands up. Actually, Karen, could you put your hand down? Your husband died yesterday. All right. Thanks, guys. That's going to do it for me. My name is Josh Kaufman.
Keep it going for Josh Kaufman, everybody.